Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. We have an amazing show for everybody today. What do we have, Krystal?
Indeed we do. Lots of big stories to get to. We've been following the aftermath of that horrible rash of tornadoes in western Kentucky and across 5 different states, causing more than 100 lives likely to be lost. We'll give you all the latest there. Some very, very eyebrow-raising comments from the CEO of Pfizer. Surprise, surprise. We'll detail that. Big movement in the world of labor. Starbucks workers forming the first ever U.S. union of a Starbucks shop. That is up in Buffalo, something we've been following closely. We've got those details. We also have on the negative side, Kellogg's is planning to hire replacement workers for their workforce, which has been out on strike. Biden has issued a supportive statement of the workers, so we'll tell you what's going on there. Also, big moves over at Fox News. A longtime host, Chris Wallace,
huge news,
is out. He is going over to CNN's cringe news streaming service.
Decided to go out with a bang, I guess.
Along with Casey Hunt, so I got to get into that. Also, you guys probably know, UK court has ruled in favor of the U.S. extraditing Julian Assange here. We have Julian's brother in the program today to talk to us about his personal health, what this means in terms of the legal fights, and of course the broader implications for free speech and censorship. Big inflation numbers, too, that we want to start with. But before we get to that, some big news regarding Steven Donziger.
Yes, huge news.
Actually good news here. So you guys probably know myself, Brianna Joy Gray, Katie Halper, Marianne Williamson. We did a live stream last week, Wednesday night, to try to call attention to the fact that Steven was wrongfully imprisoned for the crime of helping people in Ecuador to try to seek justice against Chevron. Chevron, of course, retaliating against him, finding favorable judges, throwing him in prison for a misdemeanor contempt charge, which is insane. I mean, this doesn't happen. Even if you, and I personally think the charges are bogus, but even if you accept the charges, the fact that he would serve 2 years of home confinement and then 6 months in a federal prison because of this was totally insane. So the day after our live stream, prison officials released him back to home confinement. He is not free, he's still in home confinement, but it is a lot better than sitting in a federal prison. So really excited. This week we'll try to get Steven on so we can hear from him directly, but big development there.
And we have a tweet, let's put that up there on the screen, of Steven actually at home. It says, Danbury prison officials release me after to serve the rest of my sentence, an extra 136 days. Huge step forward in our campaign, but the battle for freedom and to hold Chevron accountable continues. So, I mean, Krystal, do you have any insight into why he was released?
Not really.
What exactly the impetus was? I didn't even know this was a thing, that you can go to prison and they're like, you're good.
Yeah,
actually.
We decided. Yeah. Well, he had said he was the only person in the entire prison who was serving for a misdemeanor charge.
Well, yeah, of course, right.
Everybody else, had been convicted of a felony. I know that, I think that the prison guards and officials, they were uncomfortable with him being there from the start because his case was such an outlier in terms of the general prison population. Beyond that, I really don't know exactly what happened, which is why I'm anxious. We'll try to talk to him soon and find out what was happening behind the scenes. Also, by the way, part of what we were trying to do with the live stream was not just to put pressure on and raise awareness about what was going on since he was in prison and couldn't speak for himself, but also to help him raise funds for his legal defense fund, which is not only about his insanely high legal fees, which were, an intentional tactic of Chevron to try to bleed him dry, but also Chevron has not paid a single dollar of restitution to the people of Ecuador whose community they poisoned, decimated, kids born with birth defects, massive amounts of cancer. People have died because of what they did down there. I mean, those facts are not even in dispute. They haven't paid $1 of restitution, and Steven fully intends to continue to pursue that fight against them. So we, the Breaking Points community, contributed $1,000 to his legal defense fund, which you can go to freedonziger.com if you want to support him. But that was the other piece of what we're trying to do, because this is an important step forward, but obviously major battles still remain.
Yeah, we'll have links down there in the description for everybody.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching.
That's right. Just as a reminder, you can become a premium subscriber today. Watch the full show completely uncut, our reactions to each other's monologues. You get to listen to it, you get to ask us questions, all that good stuff. Link is right there in the description or at breakingpoints.com.
Best of all, great way to say screw you to the mainstream media.